Yo! Yo! Yes, it's another uncommon species. Oh my God, guys. Look what I just caught. Become extremely fond of kukris over time. Turned out to be, whoa! The effects the guy's venom have on you is horrific. Last afternoon with the Helix right here. And we're parked up in central Thailand, somewhere where I've come before, once in the past, for a very successful time looking for Russell's vipers. And we're gonna try it again tonight. Yep, Thailand's only true viper is the Siamese Russell's viper, Daboia siamensis, and it's not easy to find whatsoever. Even though it occurs in somewhat high densities, it's not a snake that moves much and can be very hard to track down. We're gonna give it a shot tonight. Let's go. Yo! Yo! I knew what it was when we were in the car. I was just... I was like, what? I was scared to say it. I was scared. We both looked at it. Oh my, we've been cruising around for hours. 3.5 hours, didn't see a single snake, and look at that, guys. Juvenile subadult Russell's viper as the first snake we see, bolting at high speed across the road. Obviously Aidan said he'd love to see this. We never planned on stopping here. We made a rogue stop at this destination at freaking full moon night. Bad time of the year to see these dry ass rice fields, just to give ourselves a chance. Hadn't seen even a trace, not one DOR, and this absolutely stunning snake is just crossing the road. My third ever Russell's viper, Siamese Russell's viper. Let's I can see some cars coming down the road, so let's put this guy somewhere where we can take better shots. All right, we moved this little beauty off the road back into its kind of natural habitat, which is this dry lands here. I mean, they are full of water, these rice fields, at a certain time of year, but throughout most of the year, they're pretty dry. I mean, look, it's just, you guys can see, just a totally dry open field that it was crossing from. And yeah, they've got such a cool head shape. Like, look at that. Totally unlike any other Viperidae in the country. Of course, it's the only true viper we have. This one doesn't have any heat-sensing pits like our Crotalinae. And it's so fat and chubby too, which is an indicator that they do not move much. You know, these vipers are pretty common, Russell's vipers in like India and parts of Sri Lanka, but the Siamese Russell's viper is notoriously difficult to find, even though it occurs in high densities in some of Thailand's dry central lands and parts of the east. They're certainly not common, becoming a lot rarer due to like modern farming methods, agricultural pesticides, machinery, etc. But they're still breeding in good numbers, and this area is what a lot of us who are in the know fully understand to be the best place for them, the last place where they've got a really strong, thriving population. But it's still crazy that, like, you know, even at the best time of year, it can take days of cruising around to find one. And we had one more night before Aidan flew back to the UK, and we were like, come on, let's just give it a shot. And got this absolutely stunning juvenile here. What an incredible snake. Also, before we wrap up this section, I'll certainly go out on a limb and say that this is probably the snake I'd least like to be bitten by. It won't be so bad as a juvenile, but adult Russell's viper is for sure the snake I'd least like to be bitten by in Thailand. Like, the effects the guy's venom have on you is horrific. It can make you go through reverse puberty. It'll severely rot off your fingers, and you'll almost undoubtedly need to have some kind of minor amputation, even if you're treated quickly. They do all kinds of horrible stuff to your blood, and really it's just not any fun for anyone. So I'd highly recommend staying away from the business end of these snakes. But I got to get my camera out for this snake. It's absolutely exquisite little thing here. Look at that, guys. Totally unlike any other snakes we have in our country. A totally unique one here in Thailand, and one that's always fantastic to see. What a find. All right, we've taken our pictures. Very enjoyable snake to work with. Extremely cute. Hisses like crazy, but hasn't tried to strike at all. But of course, we've been super careful. The shadow is my hair blowing. Yeah, just chuck him in the grass in. Bye-bye. You're missing. That's why the Thai name for this species is the cat. Morsao. Oh, arboreal activity. Move it. Move your ass, boy. Move your ass, boy.
He's getting away.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Well, one snake and done for tonight. I think we're gonna head straight back. We're so tired and we got exactly what we were after. So yeah, dropping Aidan off at the airport tomorrow. Let's get some sleep. And there we are, dropping Aidan off at the airport. fun trip comes to an end and continues. What is up, guys? Welcome back. I actually haven't been herping in like 2 weeks, possibly longer, since we got back from the Nan trip. Anyhow, I've just been absolutely swamped with work, way too busy, but today I finally caught up and stuff and I'm ready to go out and go for a long one. We're gonna do like a 4:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. kind of session tonight, get out into the Western Hills and see what shows up. Gonna do some road cruising, maybe get off the bike here and there for some walking, and we'll see what shows up. Looking for rare snakes, looking for anything that's cool, just getting out, doing some herping. Let's go. All right, just touched down at my first location. Gonna do a bit of cruising around here. So far, we're 1 elephant up and 0 snakes. It's always the aim to end the night with more snakes than elephants seen. But you'd be surprised how many times it happens the other way around, okay? But conditions are looking good tonight. It's not too cold, not too hot, it's overcast. Looking forward to getting out and see what shows up tonight. Been a long time since I've herped out here, let's go. Okay, it took until nightfall to get the first snake, but I road cruised this nice little Malta maculata, many spotted cat snake. This one was sitting in the middle of the road and I zoomed past it, and when I came back I saw it literally moving at the fastest pace I've ever seen a boiga move into the bushes, and somehow I managed to salvage it by like shoving my hand into some spiky stuff. Like it completely disappeared and I just tracked it down by looking at the movement of the grass as it was moving like low inside, and surprisingly this one not biting at all. This species usually is quite nippy, but this one I've been holding on to for a minute, waiting for the traffic to die down so I can film. And it hasn't bitten me once, which is always pleasant. Nice little snake here, which I'm not going to spend any more time with. Just show you guys our first snake of the night, a nice Hua Hin locality, Boiga Malta maculata. Arguably and almost certainly the most ugly locality of this species throughout the country. But they're still kind of cool in their own way. Look at those little spots along the back. They've got patterning. Oh my God, guys! Look what I just caught! Hua Hin Western locality monocle cobra. Look how beautiful it is. You guys won't believe this, but despite living here for over a year, this is the first monocle cobra I have ever caught personally in Hua Hin, which is crazy. Obviously, you guys know they're one of the rarest snakes, without a doubt, close to the coast. And they're also pretty damn rare out here, although I do see them DOR more frequently. But yeah, always DOR. But the reason I've wanted to find one so badly here is because the ones we see more close to the coast in Petrabury and a bit further south in Samurai Yacht, they're all like kind of bland, like kind of just brown ones. But these ones I've seen out here, juveniles and adults, are this incredible speckled golden banded morph, which is just amazing. I thought this was Lycodon capucinus, guys, when I first drove past it on the bike. I saw this speckling on the body, which does look like capucinus. But no, it's this little beauty here. Was hooding at first, but stopped hooding pretty quickly, as cobras tend to do at night. And yeah, this is a fantastic find. What a night this has turned out to be. Whoa, no biting my hook, please. I do not want venom on my hook. But yeah, this is the reason you can't mess with cobras. They do bite if they touch their head on things. And I'm not letting you bite me. Maybe I'll shoot a bit more footage later, but if not, this is exactly what I saw, just coming across the road. It was in my crappy bike headlights though, so I just didn't realize what I was looking at. What a gem. Ah man, a little bit of a downer after that monocle cobra. Just reached a new site and got a DOR Malayan crate straight away. So elapids and uncommon snakes are moving tonight, that's for sure. Let's see what else we can get. All right, next snake has been cruised and I think I know what it is. Yes, it's another uncommon species. Man, tonight is just wild, guys. This is a Davison'S bridle snake, an absolutely monstrous one. I mean, by far the biggest I've ever shown on the channel. I can't even like show you guys it properly. One sec. Hold on, hold up, guys. And boom, there we go. Okay, yeah, sorry, my nose is always like running from being on the bike and the kind of cool weather with the air on it. But hey, look at this. When I saw such a big and slender snake on the road, I couldn't think anything other than cat snake. And then when I drove past it to park, I saw those chocolate bands on the body. And I was like, hey, not what I expected. Not what I expected at all, in fact. Look at this guy go. Oh, can't even fit him in frame properly. This guy's not really cooperating at all for video, but momentarily you can take a look at that head here. They start off as being like black and white when they're juveniles, and the older they get, the more the bands fade and the more brown the body becomes, becoming this chocolate coloration. This is definitely one of the biggest I've ever seen. Not the biggest, but it's up there for sure. It's very long when you get it stretched out. Doesn't look long in my hand, but put this guy down the road for a sec. And then like stretched out. Put my foot next to it for a little size comparison. You can see, not a small snake at all. Big, big Lycodon. And he's looking nice here. But I've photographed these a few times in Hua Hin before, even the kind of adult morph like this. So I'm gonna let him hop off the road. It's been a while since that bridle, but a little snake just showed up. And this is actually our first common species of the night. Oh, you're gonna pay any attention to me? Usually these guys sit pretty nicely. We haven't had the best of luck with snakes cooperating with us tonight, and it looks like this is going to be a repeat of that. But hey, everyone who's been watching my channel for a while will know this species extremely well. Parius birdmori, Birdmore's keeled slug snake. And now we got him sitting here nicely for you. Let's get the typical classic close-up of those goofy-ass eyes. I know people like these a lot. To me, they're an extremely common species, pretty boring, not too colourful. This is a dull one as well. So I'm going to move him off the road. Okay, it's literally just started raining and I was about to wrap up, and just like that I saw a little snake coming out of the grass. The colour made me think it was another birdmori, but it's not. It's our 5th species of the night, and this may surprise you guys, but one I was actually really hoping to see tonight. It's Oligodon fasciolatus. Look at it, and he's acting funny. Acting pretty cool actually, doing these kind of fake stripes, flattening out a bit, musking and crudding on me. But yeah, this one's a really interesting one. These are so variable. This one's very pale. Still got pretty strong bands on it, and also the barring pattern. And also he's full of biting. I can tell it already. Look at this guy. He is just waiting for me to make a mistake here. But yeah, I mentioned I was... Ooh, where are you going? These guys are so speedy, by the way. You probably don't realize it, but this guy's moving at pace. Look at that tail vibration he was doing just there. But yeah, the reason I was actually hoping to see one of these is just because they're nice. I haven't seen one in a little while around here. Like, they're just cool snakes. I don't know, I've become extremely fond of kukris over time. And fasciolatus, you know, it's the most common one around here. And I just like seeing them. But yeah, I'm going to let him scoot because we've been filming for a while. And I don't want to get caught in the rain. Alright, and that's the end of this video, which was actually filmed almost 2 months ago. If you enjoyed, make sure you leave a comment, like, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Video uploads may be a bit slower over the next couple of weeks as I haven't had time to film, but I'll be working hard to get as much as possible out for the rest of the year. See you soon.